Okay, so today's the day. We're getting my little friend out, my little NG tube here. I wanted to make a quick little video to let you guys know kind of how my day went. So my body is pretty over this thing right now. I can obviously feel it in my throat, and my body is definitely wanting to cough that up and say, this is disgusting, get this out of here. So I'm struggling with the awkward uncomfortability of it at this point. I've been coughing a bit this morning. It's uncomfortable. I would say one of the most uncomfortable things is when you eat, it tugs on the NG tube, so you can, like, it'll kind of pull here. It's uncomfortable and awkward. So one of the things I did pretty early was start taking smaller, like way smaller bites, like tiny bites, just to make sure that I was, still able to eat, getting my food, but that it wasn't super uncomfortable. Let's talk about sleeping with this. So I have this monitor, and I'm still on meal mode right now because I still have coffee left, and anything other than water counts as a meal. So drinking my little hotel coffee. But sleeping with it wasn't really that bad, but I sleep with a CPAP. So it was a little weird. I did have some leakage right here, obviously, because the mask goes over my nose, so it wasn't a whole seal. But I was able to sleep fine. It was just when I would cognizantly move around and I knew that I was moving, I would have to make sure that I didn't get tangled up in the cord. But honestly, it was pretty easy to sleep with. I've been loving tissues lately because my nose constantly runs on this side. Again, it's just not used to having anything in it like that. One of the things that I was not prepared for, I guess a couple of the things maybe, that I wasn't prepared for, and I'm doing this at the Cleveland Clinic, so this could be specific to the Cleveland Clinic. So if you're going in for an impedance pH test, check with your team first, see what they recommend, see if there are any dietary restrictions. For us, it's a little different because we came and stayed. Like, we don't live around here, so it's not like we can just go home and whatever. So we tried to plan preemptively and get a couple of snacky things that are reminiscent of what I would normally eat. We got like little snack trays that were fruit and stuff from Kroger. We got a couple of little cottage cheeses with the fruits in them because, protein. You can see that this is actually moving out of my nose right now. It's very uncomfortable and awkward right now, to be honest with you. It'll go back in. See, back in. One of the things that we weren't prepared for is we weren't prepared for not being able to eat fruit. No fruit, no fruit juices, nothing sticky. Obviously, the sticky, they don't want it to stick to the end of the probe that monitors the pH, so I get that. But no fruit, no fruit juice. So I was like, well, crap. Because, of course, we bought these little snack trays thinking, okay, yeah, that's healthy. We can have little snack trays, whatever. And we can't even eat them. So we're taking them back with us, which is not a big deal. We packed ice packs and stuff, so it will be fine. But it was just really bizarre. One of the other things that they were saying was you have to eat 3 hours apart. So that includes anything other than water. So I've been obviously meeting my water goals, anything including coffee, any type of soda, literally anything that is not water counts as a meal. So you have to plan when you're going to have things. So like I'm having my coffee this morning. I didn't actually, oh my God, I didn't have coffee yesterday. I had it with breakfast at First Watch, which is weird to me. Like, I like a coffee in the middle of the day, or a coffee before bed, because it's decaf, so it doesn't make me, have to go to the bathroom. It doesn't make me amped, doesn't make me stay up. But I really wanted to be able to have that, and I couldn't last night because I had eaten dinner, and then I was, full, so I was like, oof. So if you don't know what to expect, which yours may be different than mine, talk to your team and see if there are any restrictions, especially if you live far away from from the procedure place, and you are like, oh, I don't know what I can take for a snack, or if I can snack. So the last 24 hours was pretty specific. We kept track of symptoms on a little sheet. They gave me this little bag that's waterproof, so I could keep track of my symptoms. That's the other thing, no showering. So the device that hooks up, the little monitor thing, is not waterproof. So my hair looks a little bit like shit today. No showering, so I'm gonna obviously get this thing out. We're gonna go have breakfast somewhere, like real breakfast, like whatever I want to eat. Yum. And then we're gonna go home and I'm gonna take a shower because that's, I'm a little bit uncomfortable not having to have a shower. But I was able to brush my teeth though, so that's a plus. So like I said, if you are getting an impedance pH test done and I would definitely encourage you to question your team or question somebody about, hey, what can I expect? What's going to happen here? What kind of restrictions do I have? Those types of general things. I did notice that as time went on, it was actually more comfortable laying down. The tube was more comfortable laying down than it was sitting up, which might be a little bizarre, but I don't know. We're ready to get this out today. So it's time. We're going to head back to the clinic and get this tube out. So see you guys later. Bye. The thing I'm most excited about,
Pancakes, breakfast.
I also had a bite of Andrew's.
at a Perkins. I was able to get a Starbucks when I got my little accessory out. You can see I still have some like lines, obviously, and my face will probably be a little sticky. So there's that. But I'm really excited to actually eat real food and not have that pull and be able to eat and drink as I please. So glad it's over. Don't want to do it again. Never. Have a good day, guys.